Good morning, everybody. I am Lokesh.
I hope all of you safe at your home. As a victim of 2 times of this pandemic, I am requesting you to follow the safety measures like wear the mask and sanitize your hands and wash your hands regularly. And coming to the topic, in any lesson when you are going to listen a class, when you are getting a doubt, what will you do? You will ask the doubt to your teacher. How will you express your doubt to the teacher? You will express the doubt to the teacher in the form of question. You will express the doubt to the teacher in the form of question. Now the class is about question form. First, what is question? According to the Cambridge English Dictionary 2016, question is a word or words used to get information or used to find the information. Question is a very important tool in a classroom. Question helps the teacher to assess the student how much he understood and how much he learned from the class. And from the point of view of the student, question is important to get more information regarding that topic. In English, in question, we are having many methods. First method is inversion method. First one is inversion method. Here, just we will change the places of the subject and auxiliary verb, and we are creating questions. For example, we are having affirmative sentence. Rama is a good boy. To make this question about this sentence, first this is the auxiliary verb or helping verb. We have to keep this in front of the sentence is, and after that subject Rama, and remaining is same. Is Rama a good boy? Another sentence, you have a car. To create a question about this, have you a car? And if we are having two verbs in this inversion method, then we have to use auxiliary verb in the beginning of the word and the main verb after the subject. For example, can you swim? This is the auxiliary verb we have to write at the beginning, and this is the main verb we have to write after the subject. Another example, would you lend me your pen? This is the auxiliary verb we have to keep in beginning of the sentence, and this is the main verb we have to write after the subject. The second, in the method 2, the questions with do, did, does. Method 2, questions with do, did and does. For example, we are having Rama killed Ravana. Here this is the past tense, so we have to use did. Did Rama kill Ravana? This is the question form with did. Another question example for did. The girls went on an excursion. Here also this is past tense, so we have to use did. The girls go on an excursion. They play game. Here this is in present tense, so we have to write third person plural in present. So do they play game? Next with does. Ritu sings well. This is also third person singular, not plural. Sorry, in that third person plural, they. So do they play game? Now this is third person singular. Ritu sings well. So we have to use does. Ritu sing well. He gets up early. This is also third person singular. So, does he get up early? Like this we are using do, did, does to create the questions. Now the method 3. Okay. Now method 3 of question form. Method 3. In this form or in this method, all the WH questions will come. WH questions means questions with who, questions with whom, questions with whose, what, which, where, when, why, and how. The questions started with these words are known as WH question forms. Why these are known as WH questions form? Except how the remaining all are started with WH, and how also contains WH but not at the beginning. It started with H. So these are called as WH questions. How we form questions with all these question forms, now we will discuss. First, who? Who is your father? Who is your father? Whom?
Whom do you want? Whom do you want? Next, with whose? Whose pen is this? Whose pen is this? Next, what? What is your name? Next, which? Which ink you use? Which ink you use? Where? Where are you going? Where are you going? And remaining are when, why, and how. When did you go? Question with when. When did you go? Next, why. Why are you late? Why are you late? The next, last one in this form, how. How is your health? These are the questions with WH forms. How is your health? These are WH question forms. Now we will discuss about negative questions. Now negative questions. Negative questions. How it is formed? For example, if anybody asks you, are you not well? If anybody asks you, are you not well? Then, if you are really not well, then only you have to use, no, I am not well. If you are feeling well, then you have to give answer in a positive manner, yes, I am well. But you don't give answer, no, I am well. If you are not feeling well, don't give answer, yes, I am not well. You don't use S with not and no with the well. Here, if you are feeling well, then you have to give answer, yes, I am well. Really, if you are not feeling well, then you have to give answer, no, I am not well. Like this, you have to give the answer. Now another example for negative questions. Can you not do better? Can you not do better? If anybody asks you like this, then you have to give the answer. If you are able to do, then you give the answer, yes, I can do better. If you are really unable to do better, then give answer, no, I cannot do better. But if you are unable to do better and you are giving answer, yes, I cannot do better, that is wrong way. And if you are able to do better and if you are giving answer, no, I cannot do better, that is also wrong way. If you are really able to do, then you have to give answer in positive way, yes, I can do better. If you are really unable to do better, then in the negative way, no, I cannot do better. Now we will go with another example. Now another example. Did she not sing well? Did she not sing well? If anybody asks you, if she really sang well, then you have to give answer, yes, she sang well. Why? Because here it is in past tense. So we have to use here sang. Did she sang well? And really she is not sang well, then you have to give the answer, no, she did not sing well. Like this, you have to give the answers to the negative questions. Now we will go with the questions anomalous finity. Now, anomalous finities. Anomalous finities. In anomalous finite, first, in anomalous finites, the questions am first. Anomalous means different from normal. Here we are forming questions or framing questions not in a normal way. With and, for example, we are having one sentence, I am a boy. Actually, what is the question for this? If this is the answer, what will be the question? Are you a boy? Are you a boy? This is the question. But here, in anomalous question, we will add something to make this question. Before adding that, I have to tell something about and. When we are using and, the subject should be I only. With and, no other subject will be accepted. Only I is the subject with and. Now, what we have to add? Actually, we have to add amenti. But amenti is wrong. Why? The people of Western people are facing difficulty to pronounce amenti. And at that time, one rule created. What is that? In B form, one rule generated, that is, in affirmative statement, if subject is the I, then the auxiliary should become or change to RN. So, to convert this sentence into question, I am a boy, we have to use here RN. I am a boy, RN. This is the correct question tag. But if we are having another sentence like I am not a boy. Here, to convert this sentence or statement into question, we have to add am I. Like this, we have to create the questions in anomalous finites. Now we will discuss about is. Now is. is also present tense and it's a singular, so we have to use third person singular or third person singular nouns and pronouns as subject with is. For example, Ram is a good boy. Ram is a good boy. To convert this sentence into question, we have to add isn't he? Ram is a good boy. To convert this into question, we have to add isn't he? Now coming to the negative side. Ram is not a good boy. Not a good boy. To make this or convert this sentence into question, we have to add is he? Is he? Now, like this, we have to convert the sentences into questions by adding some tags. Now, we will learn about are. Now, are. Are is the plural form in present tense, so the more than one name or plural form pronouns should be the subject with are, and pronouns, singular pronoun also you, we will use with the are. Now, Rama and Krishna are brothers. Rama and Krishna are brothers. To convert this into question, we have to add aren't they? Aren't they? Another example, they are not Indians. They are not Indians. To convert this into question, we have to add are they? Now this is converted into question. Like this we have to, now we will discuss about was. Now was. Was is the past tense singular form. We have to use third person names or pronouns as subject with was. He was a teacher. He was a teacher. To convert this sentence into question, we have to add wasn't he? Wasn't he when we added this converted into question. He was a teacher, wasn't he? This is the meaning. Now another example, she was not a doctor. She was not a doctor. To convert this into question, we have to add was she? Was she? Then this total statement converted into question. Now we will discuss about were. Now were. What is the plural form? So we have to use plural nouns and pronouns as subject with this verb. They were good players. They were good players. To make this or convert this into question, we have to add weren't they? Then this converted into question. Another example, they were not good singers. They were not good singers. To convert this into question, we have to add were they, and when we are adding were they, this will be converted into question. Now we will discuss about can. Now with can is the present tense form, and with can we can able to use singular and plural nouns and pronouns as subject. First one example, she can swim. She can swim. To convert this into question, can't she? Can't she? Now it is a question. Another one, she cannot swim. She cannot swim. To convert this into question, we have to add can she? And now we will discuss about could. Now could. Could is the past tense form, and with could we can able to use singular or plural nouns and pronouns as subject. He could climb that tree. He could climb that tree. He could climb that tree. To convert this into question, couldn't he? By adding couldn't he, we can able to convert this total sentence into a question. Now, he could not climb that tree. He could not climb that tree. To convert this into question, we have to add could he. By adding could he, the sentence converted into question. By like this, we can able to create many questions, and I hope you understood about the importance of question forms very well, and we will send the worksheets along with this video. Watch this video and complete the worksheets and send the completed worksheets to us through the WhatsApp. Thank you.